Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviriyam Karavamai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vitvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we are today at the last 7th chakra, part of the 7th chakra that we have in our physical body. And this 7th chakra is your crown chakra or Saharara chakra. Saharara chakra. Saharara means 1,000 opening or 1,000 petals. So this is the last of 7 chakras in our body. So we will talk about the Saharara chakra, and then we will practice the breathing exercise of pranayama and asanas of Anjana chakra, what we did last. All right. So let us start with our crown chakra. The crown chakra is the center of your skull. Yeah, that's the location. The center of your skull. Now, all of us were newborn, and we all have seen newborn, our children, our grandchildren. When the newborn, if you touch the skull here at the center, and if you remember it, there is a warmth. You feel heat there. Yeah. And second thing, you can also feel like you get a heartbeat or pulse rate, you can also feel the throbbing here. And I'm talking about newborn babies. This portion here is the portion which is directly connected to the cosmic energy. And because it is connected to cosmic energy, and when, especially for the newborn, which has taken a new body, that soul is still linked to that cosmic energy, and therefore this portion is vibrating. This portion is a bit more warm and soft and throbbing. And that's the significance of the connectedness with the cosmic energy, with the supreme energy. And it is said that when you're doing your sadhana or kriya yoga of chakras and kundalini, after your Vishuddhi chakra, Anjana and Saharara, it is a progress that happens by itself, mostly out of the grace. Which, in other words, that after Vishuddhi chakra, from Anjana chakra onwards, you are elevated. Your soul, your journey is elevated. And once you have come to that level, the energy flow is more or less out of the grace. It happens. You do not really have to do it. You have to wait till it happens. It does not mean you don't do sadhana. It doesn't mean that you have to follow certain activation or balancing of your chakras, but mainly it is, no matter what pranayama, what meditation, whatever asana that you do, Anjana chakra and Saharara chakra do not activate or do not be in balance if your lifestyle, if you're emotionally, you are not in alignment with the spiritual values. So if you are in alignment with spiritual values and wisdom, the Ajna Chakra and Saharara Chakra, it develop fast. So that is the significance of the third eye chakra and crown chakra. So let us talk about the crown chakra today. The one word of this chakra is I know, or to know it. Knowing is the sum up of your Saharara chakra. In other words, if your Saharara chakra is in balance or active, you have the knowledge. And when we talk about knowledge here, we're talking about knowledge of the vidya, the knowledge of higher values and wisdom. And it is only at the level of knowing, even at this Saharara chakra, you are only at the level of knowing. When you transcend the Saharara chakra and go to the 8th realm or 9th realm above our physical body, then the transcendental meditation or samadhi happens. So this opens up, this is the portal that opens up to samadhi, which means knowing the ultimate truth. And that's why the knowing is the essence of the Saharara chakra. What is the element? There are different aspects of Saharara chakra or crown chakra. The element is of emotion and thought. Thought and emotion. Which other words, that head and heart. In head, as you generally perceive, head is thinking. What you think and what you feel, head and heart. When there is a synchronicity, when there is an alignment or synchronicity of head and heart, or thought and feelings, your Saharara chakra opens up or activates. So the element is thought and emotions. Keywords of this chakra is consciousness. Consciousness and staying in that consciousness, which is meditation. These are the keywords. What is the lesson of this chakra? The lesson is universal consciousness is within me. Universal consciousness is within me. What is your inner state of this chakra? Realization. Realization is your inner state of the crown chakra. What is the realization? Realization of oneness. Oneness. Oneness would mean, in essence, everything is consciousness, and it is this consciousness which is within us and without us. In other words, we are in the consciousness, and consciousness is within us. So the oneness is the inner state. What is the basic need to activate your Saharara chakra? Once again, the basic need is oneness with the divine, bhakti, devotion. So that is your basic need, attitude of devotion or bhakti. In other words, oneness with the divinity. The color that it vibrates on is white. White is the color which represents the purity. Purity and clarity. It represents the color white. What gland does it work upon? The gland it works is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is the gland for higher knowledge. Location, as we know, is the center of your skull, center of your head. What are the parts of body that it has direct connection? The direct connection of crown chakra is on central nervous system. Central nervous system is the direct connection to your heart, crown chakra, your Saharara chakra. And very significant, what sense organ does it affect? None of the sense organs. Crown chakra is beyond the sense organs. We have 5 sense organs, as we know, but the head chakra or crown chakra is beyond the sense organ. It's not connected to any sense organs. The shape of the crown chakra, 1,000 petals. 1,000 petals. Try to imagine the size and the shape of the flower, lotus, which has got 1,000 petals. In other words, 1,000 is again symbolic. It means it is vast, it is infinite, limitless. The knowing of crown chakra, if it is activated and in balance, the knowing of wisdom, knowing of reality is limitless. The presiding deity of your crown chakra is Shiv or Shiv Tattva, or call it Shiva. Numerological number is 9. It vibrates on number 9. And therefore the number 9 is considered as the number which is the last of your single digits. After 9, then it becomes 10, which is 2 digits by adding the 0. So the 9 is the last of the single digits. Planet connects to the Saharara chakra is Uranus. Uranus is the planet. And important, what is the food to consume in order to activate or balance your Saharara chakra? No food, none. In other words, fasting. And this is the significance of fasting, that when you follow some amount of fasting, you are trying to connect to your Saharara chakra. You are able to meditate upon your crown chakra. So, important of fasting, if you are trying to activate or work on your crown chakra, you must try to fast, which means fasting of few hours, fasting of a day or a couple of days, up to you. Now, second part of Saharara chakra is the list of knowing if your crown chakra is in balance or not. list one, which indicates unbalanced crown chakra. So try to imagine people that you know, people who easily get bored, people who easily get irritated, people who easily get frustrated, people who easily get stressed. These are the stress indication of your crown chakra not in balance. Which, in other words, boredom or frustration easily. If you are the kind of person who gets frustrated or stressed easily, your crown chakra is not in balance. Second, lack of compassion. If you are not the kind of person who has natural tendency of empathy, then your crown chakra is not in balance. Lack of purpose or direction in life. And here again, let us remind ourselves, direction of spirituality. It's not concerning your worldly activity. If you lack the clarity or direction of your spiritual life, then the crown chakra is not in balance. Feeling of being avoided by others. If you get that feeling that someone or some people are trying to avoid you, or you are not getting along easily, which other words, you are not the kind of person who will get connected. So the connectedness, when it is lacking the connectedness, your chakra, Saharara chakra is not in balance. Easy to understand is when a person is not spiritually inclined. In other words, you try to speak anything about the wisdom, spiritual wisdom. If you know a person who is not able to understand or not able to participate in the discussion, is the indication of Saharara chakra not in balance. Next, if you have a tendency of self-limiting attitude, in other words, by and large, you have a feeling that you cannot understand certain wisdom or knowledge, or you make a self-limiting attitude without making an attempt, to follow certain spiritual wisdom, you just give up. That indicates your Saharara chakra is not balanced. The last, if you remain confused, which means no matter how much you listen or hear or read the spiritual wisdom and knowledge, if you still remain confused and you have all the time questions about whatever you hear and whatever you read, that indicates that your knowledge of your Saharara chakra is limited. It's not inactive as it should be. So these are the few indicators that tells us that your Saharara chakra is not in balance. Now the second list, this list that gives you clear indication of your Saharara chakra is active or balanced. Number one, clarity. So any spiritual knowledge that you read or hear and you get a clarity, that indicates that your Saharara chakra is performing well, it is in balance. Sense of higher purpose. Once you have clarity and you know what is the purpose of this life, and when you are clear about that purpose, it is out of your Saharara chakra being in balance. Connectedness. You are the kind of person who can easily get connected with everyone. And that is not because of that you like somebody, but even otherwise. Even there are certain subjects and situations which you do not agree, and yet you feel connected. That's because you accept every point of view. Connectedness. Second, and the next one is the by and large, if your lifestyle is to live in a present moment. In other words, you are in meditative state. You are all the time in here and now, in the present moment. Without indulging in the past or dreaming about the future. And the last but most important, the attitude of oneness. It is not just that you think, but you feel connected and therefore know the oneness. When you believe that all is one and one is all. And that one is the consciousness. When you have that as your attitude, as your personality, your Saharara chakra is properly balanced. So these are the lists that can tell us about our crown chakra. So now the affirmations, the daily affirmations, which one should try to write or memorize every day for crown chakra. Number one, I am connected to the universe. I am connected to the universe. Now, in other words, when you are doing affirmation of connecting with the universe, it means everything that exists in universe. You are connected to everything that exists in universe. I am boundless and infinite. I am boundless and infinite. Everything that I seek is within me. Everything I seek is within me. I am guided by divinity. I know purpose of my life. I see the divine light everywhere. I am infinite, eternal, omnipresent.
Acharya, can you repeat this one?
I am infinite, eternal, and omnipresent. I love myself and all. I love myself and all. And the last, I am that. I am that. And here, that would mean the supreme intelligence, supreme energy, or cosmic consciousness. I am that. What is the chant of this Saharara Chakra? The chant is Om. A-U-M, Om. Now, things that one should practice or do the sadhana every day for Saharara Chakra, along with affirmation, are these few things. Practice fasting. No overindulgence in eating and drinking. Develop a longer gap of fasting. Meditation. As a daily routine in the life, spend 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes closing your eyes in relaxation and maintain silence and stillness. When you are in silent and still, you are in position to receive the higher knowledge or higher energy. You become a good receiver. So maintain silence and stillness. Number 3, every day try to find a possibility of offering your seva or service. Offer your service. What is service? It's without asking, without anybody expecting, you offer yourself. You offer your time, you offer your ability, you offer your knowledge. So the seva or service could be of any kind. Even if you are in a position to offer the financial help, that is also seva, which is in other words charity. You offering the food to others is also seva. Anadya, you offer your knowledge, you spread your knowledge is also seva. So any kind of service. Along with meditation, try to practice some amount of the sense touch, which means the tapping. Tapping, if you remember, we do the tapping throughout our body, and you do the tapping which generates the energy. It vibrates the energy, and that energy vibration moves upward, and that is how you start tapping from your lower part of your body, from the lower body to higher body, right up to Saharara Chakra. Evoke the energy. Along with meditation, also try to find time to pray, bhakti, devotion, whatever that you believe in. If you have the faith and you believe your parents are the higher self or guru or teacher, so parents, your teacher, your guru, your master, the deity that you follow, any of them. So when you do the prayer, basically you are doing a thanksgiving. You are doing a thanksgiving attitude of gratitude towards your parents, your teachers, your gurus, your masters, deity, and seek their wisdom. So the prayer is two-way. One is seeking, and second, thanksgiving. So these are few things that one should practice every day if you are working on your Saharara Chakra. These are the methods that could help balance your crown chakra. Now, all what you do all the time, your focus is your crown chakra. That is the only thing that will work. Without having that as a focus, and if you simply do certain sadhanas and certain meditations, etc., it will not have a desired effect. Therefore, you're connected to your chakra is very, very important. And without that, nothing of this can work. So all along, your focus is on your chakra, and then do the affirmations, then do the daily practice of everyday rituals or your pranayama, asanas, everything based on that focus on Saharara Chakra. Try to eat after the fasting something that has got white, which other words, dairy products. Your surrounding, try to have some white around you. Your clothing should have white. So there is a second color as well that is connected to Saharara Chakra, which is violet. Violet color. But violet color is hard to find, the pure violet. If you look at any time a rainbow, if you happen to see a rainbow color, the violet that you see in rainbow is the purest violet color. And because because that pure violet is not easy to find, white is the recommended color. Any question? If not, then let us do some breathing for Anjna Chakra, if you remember.
Acharya ji, Hari Om.
Yes, Hari Om.
The 7 chakras just concluded are the colors are basically the colors of the rainbow. And a rainbow is basically a spectrum of white light. So what is the connection? I mean, what are we inferring from the colors being parts of the rainbow? 7 colors of rainbow.
You see, the theory of chakra, chakra sadhana or kriya yoga derived from the observation by the rishis or saints. And that observation was from the nature. In the nature, they referred it to the rainbow colors. And they believed that the color that appears in rainbow are the purest form of the colors. And therefore, they took the reference of these colors from the rainbow. And they attached those colors to different chakras. That's the first fundamental. Then they developed the understanding that red, for example, is very vibrant color. It's the color that indicates that the temper, the root, you know, when you look at the color red, for example, the first thing that generally comes is the struggle, the kind of, you know, the attitude of not giving up, attitude of basic need. And that's why it is associated to the Muladhara Chakra. When you look at the color white, the first impression that you get is the serenity, is the wisdom, is the clarity. Yeah. So therefore they attached it to Saharara Chakra. So these were the basic understanding of why particular color attached to particular chakra. This was the, and over a period of time, because it is followed and practiced accordingly, it is observed that it is working. If you wear a white and if surrounding is white and if you have the clarity of your thought and mind, it is significance of white. White also represents vastness, yeah, openness, vastness, connectedness. So likewise, if there is a color blue, for instance, yeah, a purple blue, it indicates the depth. It indicates that there is so much into it, so much to discover. So the color blue or purple blue is connected to that chakra where there is tremendous amount of, let's say, discoveries or discover yourself, find who you are, what you are. And therefore, different colors are attached to different chakras. And that was the original idea. And no one has ever kind of challenged or found a different color to replace them. And the reason for that is it has worked.
Okay.
It's simple as psychology. If you ask anyone, you place a white screen and there is nothing in the screen, on the screen, it's just a plain white paper or cloth. You put a small dot of red or black or green, whatever, and you ask, what do you see in this frame or on the screen? 9 out of 10 will spot the color that is there, black or green, because that's something stands out. But none of will realize that that spot has no meaning if there is no white ground. The ground is essence. If there was no screen, if there was no white frame, the spot will have no standing. There is no spot in it. So despite 99% is white, it's one little point of black, everybody goes looking at the black spot and nobody considers the white. And that's the significance of the spiritual understanding, that we all get to see what is insignificant and we take it for granted, or we ignore the essence of everything, which is the consciousness.
Hari Om, Acharya ji.
Hari Om.
Acharya ji, just you're chanting what Om for that crown chakra. So this is AUM or OM is the same words, you can say. Hindi mein, this is the Hindi words. You are told the chanting word is Om, AUM, and OM. Dono words is same.
It is the sound may sound same, but it generates from different part of OM comes from your lungs. Oh, you remember Vishuddhi Chakra comes from here. Oh, so you generate sound from here. You feel it. If you put your finger and say oh, it works, vibrates here. Oh, but when you say oh, it comes from your heart chakra to Vishuddhi Chakra, and then through them it goes to the Saharara. So when you chant and if you do it for a longer period of time in the right way, you will develop that feeling. You will feel that when you sound it comes from your Anahata Chakra. When you pronounce U, comes from your Vishuddhi Chakra, Vishuddhi Ananjana. And comes from your Saharara Chakra. So Aum comes up here. And only Om comes only from this point. The second reason is AUM for Saharara Chakra represent vastness, focus, and divinity. A represents, when you pronounce A, your mouth opens up, A, vastness. U narrows down, your lips and your mouth narrows, U, to pronounce U, which is focus. And when you pronounce your lips are together, oneness, and it travels to your Saharara. And that is how it should be pronounced. The pronunciation of Aum is Aum. And that's you have to engross in that feeling that A comes from here, U, and That's the significance. From vastness, focus, narrow it down to the oneness.
Okay.
So let us do one breathing of our Anjana Chakra. So close your eyes. Now with your left fingers, try to touch your forehead here. Hold it here. Close your eyes, just hold. Feel the touch of your fingertips to your forehead. And do the normal breathing. Just relax yourself, do normal breathing. Just do normal breathing. Gentle inhalation, gentle exhalation. Feel the touch. Now slowly, while you're doing normal breathing, shift your focus on the center of your forehead, where your fingers are touching. Concentrate the point, your fingertips are touching the skin. Continue doing this. Just hold it and do normal breathing. Now, while doing normal breathing, try to imagine the color indigo vibrating, glowing on your third eye, on your Ajna chakra. Normal breathing is relaxed and absolute gentle, normal inhalation and exhalation. Now do the affirmation, I am peace. Synchronize the chant with your inhalation and exhalation. When you breathe in, I am. When you breathe out, peace. I am peace. Aham shantihi. Aham shantihi. I am peace. Hold on to that chanting. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. Continue keeping your eyes closed. Try to focus on your third eye, your Ajna chakra, and let us chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Satoma Sakamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, God, for giving us air to breathe. Thank you, God, for giving us water to drink. Thank you, God, for giving us sun for energy. Thank you, God, for giving us food to eat. Thank you, God, for giving us good health and happiness. Thank you, God, for giving us positivity. Thank you, God, for giving us all that we need. Thank you, God, for your love, your protection, your guidance, your blessings. Thank you, God, for the existence. Thank you for giving me a chance to serve you. Thank you. So just quickly, let me tell you, Thursday next, we will do the pranayama and some asanas for Chakra, and that will end our study on chakras. Next, what I like to do is to start again practicing the bandhas, because bandhas are directly connected to Kriya Yoga. It's part of Kriya Yoga, connected to Kundalini. So having done chakra, having understood the chakra to some extent, let us try to work on Kundalini by practicing the bandhas. All right. So next few Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will work on that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so very much, Acharya ji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya ji.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day ahead. Thank you for joining, everyone.